What's up, y'all? Chicknosis Productions. Today is going to be something a little bit different. From one of my last posts, I've seen people comment on, my thoughts on Michael Jordan and, stuff of that nature, how I went about, critiquing his game. Rightfully so, rightfully so. I just told it how I see it, right? But people had things to say about that, so obviously, that triggered a few people. But right now, I'm going to give you guys my top 10 list. It's a completely unbiased, you feel me? And listen, I'm gonna just tell you how it is, and feel free to tell me what you guys think in the comments below. Make sure to leave your list down there too, and let's just have some respectful and interesting discourse. So starting at number one, all time, I'm gonna have to go LeBron James. Just obviously the greatest basketball player to ever live and ever exist on this planet Earth. There's no debate about that. I don't think anybody can argue with that, really. Been to what is it, 10 finals, 10 straight, not 10 straight, but 10 finals or 11 or something like that. You know what I mean? Jordan only been to 6. He could only get to 6. I mean, let's just call it what it is. The king of the East. LeBron is the king of the East. He has more Eastern Conference championships than Michael Jordan, stuff of that nature, whatever, you know what I mean? After LeBron, number 2, I'm going to have to go Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. You know what I'm saying? Definitely a solid number 2. 6 rings just like Jordan, but, he did it in both the East and the West. Number 1 all-time scoring. Number 3, gotta go Wilt. Gotta go, the Big Dipper Wilt, man. Wilt was just a different beast. Honestly, man, if Bill Russell didn't have such a stacked team back in the day, Wilt Chamberlain would hands down be, a lot higher in the league. He might be top 2 with me, right? But I'm just somebody that knows the game of basketball just so well that I know Wilt is hands down top 3 all time. If Wilt was playing in this era or in Jordan's era, that man would average 67 points a game, bro. I'm gonna have to go Robert Horry for number 4. Actually, now that I think about it, Robert Horry, big shot Rob was just different. Not only does he have more rings than Michael Jordan, obviously he got 7, so that's 1 more than both Jordan and Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. He honestly might be the most clutch player in NBA history. There is no if, ands, or buts about that. I don't even think it's even a debate at this point. For number 5, I'm gonna go with Smush Parker. I feel like Smush Parker was mad underrated for the time he had in the NBA. Obviously carried those Lakers teams even with Kobe on there. Kobe, listen, that team would not have been as good as it was, despite how garbage it was, right? Because Kobe obviously wasn't holding up all that weight. It was Smush Parker. Despite how garbage those Lakers teams were, man, Smush Parker was the reason that they were really up there in talent. He was the reason that team was at least watchable, at least in my eyes. Kobe gets a lot of the credit just for being there long-term, winning 3 championships with Shaq or whatever, even though Shaq carried him, 3 finals MVPs, whatever you want to call it. Smush Parker has to be in your top 5, bro. If you don't have Smush Parker in your top 5, I think honestly you have to be some sort of clown. Going on to number 6, I'm gonna have to go Larry Bird. Can't go wrong with Larry Bird. Larry Bird is obviously a legend, one of the greatest of all time and stuff like that. I would say Larry, and then after that, Magic Johnson at 7. After Magic, I want to say Pascal Siakam, right? But hear me out though, right? I say Pascal Siakam because I felt like if Pascal Siakam, obviously he's played in one of the most talented eras of all time, you feel me? So it's a bit different. If he had played in like, a weak, soft, generic plumber's era like Jordan, oh man, Pascal Siakam would have averaged like 63 points per game. I have no ifs, ands, or but doubts about that, bro. Pascal Siakam was just a different beast. Number 9, Hakeem Olajuwon, number 9, and then Shaq, you feel me, at 10. Because Hakeem Olajuwon is just a different beast, bro. Hakeem Olajuwon was honestly, out of his draft class, which Jordan was a part of, by the way, he was damn near the best nigga there. I don't think that's even a question. That nigga went back to back in in an era where Jordan did come back. He came back in 95, lost to Shaq, couldn't hold up his end of the bargain. Hakeem won that year, it is what it is. Obviously his teams were never as good as Jordan. So, there was only so much you can do with that, but he did his own thing, man. Finals MVP, Defensive Player of the Year, all in one season. I mean, you can't write it up any better than that. So I'm going to go Hakeem 9, Shaq number 10. Obviously the most dominant big man in the most dominant player in NBA history. Definitely not up there with Pascal Siakam or any of those boys, but I'll put Shaq number 10. If we want to just skip on to Jordan, honestly, because I could go through the list, but Jordan is honestly in my top top 16. You know, I'll place him in number 16, right behind. I'll put Jordan right behind James Harden. You know, because James Harden is just obviously a better offensive player. It's just a master of the basketball, a way better passer than Michael Jordan ever was. You know what I mean? Good at fucking 3-pointers. He's a better 3-point shooter than Michael. I think his field goal percentage in terms of free throws were way better than Michael Jordan's and stuff like that. You know what I mean? Not only that, but he's a better offensive player just in general than Michael Jordan. He might not have the same repertoire or not be able to fly in the air like Mike, but who cares? You know, you're still getting the same results with Michael Jordan. I'd even say Luka Doncic is better than Michael Jordan right about now.